Today we have, again for the second time, the pleasure of interviewing the Honorable Minister Ahmed Hussen. Minister Hussen, the last time you were here, we discussed, among other issues, the Black Entrepreneurship Fund, the
Yes.
CMHC's commitment to invest in providing for 200 Black families, house
Yes.
for 200 Black families, and
Hmm.
what the government was doing to ameliorate the condition of Black and African, Caribbean, and other BIPOC communities due to the effect of COVID. Since then, we've had the budget, the budget of 2021. Can you please bring us up to date on what the highlights are, and specifically the ones that are relevant to the African Canadian community?
First of all, thank you so much for having me on your program. It is a pleasure to join you. For Black Canadians and African Canadians, this is actually a fantastic budget. We saw an increase in we have a program called the Supporting Black Canadians Communities Initiative, and Supporting Black Canadians Communities Initiative, and that program has gone from 25 million over 5 years to this budget providing $100 million just for this year. And that's to invest in the capacity and capital projects, renovation needs for Black Canadian communities, organizations. The second significant thing for Black Canadians is the introduction of a $200 million endowment fund for Black Canadians. What this will do is the endowment fund will generate revenue, and that money will go to help Black Canadian charities and nonprofits.
These are very laudable policies. Now, the taste of the pudding is in the eating, as they say.
Sure. Yeah.
One is concerned about the when you talk about, as an example, the $200 million endowment fund, and so if my understanding is correct, the principal will stay the way it is, and then the basically the dividends and the capital gains is what is going to be spent on projects. Now,
Yes.
and how do we, as a community, are we going to be involved in the management of that $200 million? Specifically, so someone like myself who's from the asset management, who has an asset management background, we don't have a lot of Black-owned investment houses in Canada.
Yes.
So is this the case where the government sets up something and we are not an integral part of the whole value chain?
No, it's the other way around. We will ensure that, first of all, there's two ways to do things. One is to just make all the decisions in Ottawa and not talk to the community. That's what the previous government used to do. We're not going to do that. We will talk to the community. We will listen to them on how they would like this to be managed, how they would like this to unfold. And that's how we're going to proceed. By the way, the idea for the endowment fund came from the community. The idea to build the Supporting Black Canadian Communities Initiative came from the community. A lot of these things, the procurement funding, that idea came from the community. So what I have been doing together with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and our Liberal team is we've been listening, and we've been trying as much as possible to respond to the engagement of the community and what the community has been telling us. And that's why you're seeing all these items in the budget.